This is Lauren from Daisy Cottage Designs, and I'm here with a video tutorial for you today on the blanket that you see on the screen in front of you. This blanket was a lot of fun for me to make. It uses a chunky yarn and a large hook, and it just works up so quickly, and the results are beautiful. I can't wait to make a blanket using this stitch for my living room because I just love how this blanket turned out. So I am using an L crochet hook, which is an 8mm hook, and I am using Premier's anti-pilling bamboo chunky yarn in the shade Kiwi. For the blanket, I use 3 different shades. I use Mochi, Apricot, and Kiwi, and I will put all the information for that in the written pattern, and there is a link to that in the description down below. Now, for the blanket that you saw, I started with a chain of 102, but any multiple of 3 will work for your starting chain. So for today's swatch, I started with a chain of 15. So after you have your starting chain, whether it's 15, 102, or 300, whatever size you choose to make, so I will include 10 or 12 sizes in the written pattern. I haven't written it all up yet, but I always include a bunch of different sizes. But regardless of your starting chain, you're going to single crochet in the second chain and in each chain across. So if you start with a chain of 102, you will end up with a foundation row of 101 single crochets. Now I started with a chain of 15, so I have 14 single crochets on my foundation row. So no matter what chain you start with, you will end up with 1 fewer single crochets. So after you make your chain and single crochet in the second chain, excuse me, and in each chain across, come back and I will help you get started on the pattern. All right, so after you have your chain and your row of single crochets, you're going to chain 2 and turn your work. Now the chain 2 is not going to count as a stitch. We're going to double crochet in this very first stitch. And after we double crochet in that very first stitch, we are going to skip the next stitch and work 3 double crochets into the stitch after that. So here's 1, 2, and 3. So you should have your chain 2, your first double crochet. You should have skipped a stitch and then worked 3 double crochets into the stitch after that. And now we are going to skip 2 stitches, and then we're going to work 3 double crochets into the stitch after that. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to skip 2 stitches and work 3 double crochets into the next stitch all the way across your project. So you'll skip 2 stitches, 3 double crochets in the next stitch. Skip 2 stitches, 3 double crochets in the next stitch. And you're going to do that all the way across your project until 2 stitches remain. All right, so we're going to skip 2 stitches and we'll work 3 double crochets in a stitch after that. There's 1, 2, and 3. We'll skip 2 stitches and we'll work 3 double crochets into the stitch after that. There's 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll skip the next to the last stitch and double crochet in the last stitch of the row. And after the end of the first row of cluster stitches, or 3 double crochets in the same space, it should look like this. Okay? So you have your double crochet on the end, you skipped 1 stitch, you worked 3 double crochets into the stitch after that, you skipped 2 stitches, you worked 3 double crochets into the stitch after that, you skipped 2 stitches, you worked 3 double crochets in the stitch after that, you skipped 2 stitches, you worked 3 double crochets in the stitch after those skipped stitches, you skipped 1 stitch, and you double crocheted into the last stitch. Now, you can probably tell that we have what looks like a granny stitch. So we have sets of 3 stitches, which is what we call a granny stitch. Now, typically when you work a granny stitch on the second row, when you're working in granny stripes, you would work between the clusters. But for this version, we're actually not going to work between the clusters. We're going to work our granny stitches into the middle stitch of each cluster from the previous row. So let me show you. We're going to chain 2 and turn our work. And then we're going to double crochet into the very first stitch. And then we're going to skip the next stitch, and we'll double work our 3 double crochets into the middle stitch from these 3 double crochets from the previous row. So we'll skip 1 and work 3 double crochets into that middle stitch. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to skip 2 stitches, and that will get us to the middle stitch of this cluster from the previous row. So we'll work 3 double crochets into that middle stitch. So we'll skip 2 and work 3 double crochets into the next stitch. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And you'll do that all the way across. You'll work your 3 double crochets into the middle stitch of each cluster across. So I'll go ahead and finish that up really quickly. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Skip the next stitch, 2 stitches, so I can get to the middle stitch of this next cluster and work 3 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to skip this stitch and double crochet in the last stitch. And remember, we will not be working into the top of the turning chain, so your last stitch will be made in the top of the actual double crochet. So you work 1 double crochet into the last stitch of the row. And then all the subsequent rows will be made the exact same way. So you'll chain 2 and double crochet into the first stitch, and then you'll work 3 double crochets into the middle stitch of each cluster from the previous row, and then you'll end with a double crochet in the last stitch. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. You can find the stripe pattern and the number of rows and all the different sizes in the written pattern, which is available in the link in the description. And if you don't have any questions, have a great day and happy crochet.